Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. It is Thursday, the 23rd of February. So I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a great week. It's almost the weekend, one more day, and I've had a really good day. So I've been I've got another green day on the small account. I'm more than 4 times goal on the small account. I've dropped that replay and recap already. So go check that out after you've watched this. And I've had a green day on the main account, over 2 times gold. So before I go, welcome back to the Day Trade with Tony channel. Of course, I am Tony, and I am a day trader. I started this journey just kind of logging my my trading path, as it were, a little over a year ago now. And we're having fun along the way. So we made quite a bit of money doing it whilst we're at it. But today we're more than twice over goal. Well, actually, if I include the small account challenge as well, we're like 2.5 times goal. So goal is $6,000 per day. We finished 12,800 up on the main account and 2,600 up on the small account. So I'd say go and check out the small account trade recap. It's quite interesting because that is the precursor and leads us into the main account and the main protagonist for the main account. So as I say, I've traded 3 stocks today. I traded OCEA Biopharmaceutical, or Biopharma. I traded Ambrox Biopharma, and I traded Nvidia. And Nvidia was the first trade I took pre-market on the main account. Huge earnings and good conference call, quarterly conference call. Yesterday after hours, it kind of took off and it rallied. It was up like 15-16% at one stage today. So Nvidia did really well, and I got a little over $500 trading Nvidia on the main account. Now, I'm not going to be showing the Nvidia trade because that's not where we made our money. I also traded Ambrox Biopharmaceutical, their ticker AMAM, and that moved up. I made a loss on that to start off with, and then I made that back and some profit. Finished at $175 on that one. But the main protagonist on this account, and the only protagonist on the small account, was Ocean Biomedical. Now, Ocean Biomedical, it's a recent IPO / SPAC merger. And it's a bioscience stock, as you would expect from the title. And it had a good day yesterday. It went from $3 to over $6. It was a 100% mover yesterday. So it's a big move yesterday. And today it moved 453% from yesterday's closing price. It went from a little over 481, I think it closed yesterday, and it went up to over $26 today. So huge moves, very similar to the LUNR that we traded yesterday, but this one we got a large part of this move, and we traded it north and south, so a long and short. I had to pay for the locates, and that was okay. They were expensive. It was like almost 50 cents a share, so we only got 1,000 shares to go short. Ended up, I wish I'd not bothered because I ended up losing a little bit, only $300 going short. But look, I was trying to I was trying to butter both sides of the bread, and it didn't quite pay off. But we had so much on the first slide that I'm not too worried about that. So let's talk about what actually happened with Ocean Biomedical. So I'll talk you through this. Okay, so I traded this. Let's just go back a little bit here. So I traded this pre-market on the small account, and I traded this here and was able to get a little over $1,000 up on the small account, and then I traded it. I'll just zoom a little bit back out there. So then traded it here. So what actually happened? This was a gap and go, very stereotypical gap and go. You can see that the little dotted line here is where where it actually closing price yesterday, 481. So we're up coming into the open. We're already gapping up. We're above the VWAP. It does take off and then pulls back all the way to the VWAP. It then takes off again, breaking the pre-market highs into a halt. Of course, this is where I notice it. It's hit the halt. I was trading it on the small account pre-market already. So looked at it on the small account, traded it here. As it pulled back, got back in there and took some profits there. Now, as it pulled back again, I was waiting for the next candle to make a new high, which was here, this red candle, funnily enough. So we've got slightly new highs here, but so as we got broke new highs here, that's where I entered my first entry on this. It did pull back a little bit and then it started to make its move up, so I'm holding through that. And it then starts to take some profits here, and then a bit more profit as I get stopped out here. Then it pulls all the way back. We get this hammer candle up into a halt. It then starts again. 5-minute volatility halt, gaps up, moves up. I get in for the break of highs on the next candle. Into another halt. Volatility halt. Gaps up again, slight pullback, moves up again. So then it gaps up huge amounts. So I'm already out. So I'm looking for another entry, and as this pulls all the way back, I'm like, okay, I'm not chasing it. I'll wait for it to make new highs, let it pull back, wait for a pullback as you're supposed to. As it then moves back up, I get in for the new highs here and ride that up into another halt. Managed to get a little piece off the top here, and I've got a stop in place. As I put a stop in place just prior to it resumes here and stops me out. Goes straight back up into another halt. Doesn't give me a chance to get back in. On resumption, straight up into another halt. We're talking about 5 or 6 seconds. Not enough time for it. I tried to get in, but I just couldn't get a fill. So then it gaps up into another halt. And then the next halt gaps down, straight into a plunge, flush into a halt down. Now the volume here is actually quite, a lot less. Now this is the problem. So it topped out here at 26.60, and it halted at 26.60. However, it resumed on this candle at 25.50. So that's over a whole dollar to the downside. So if you let's say you're taking a thousand shares with that, you've lost $1,000. Not even accounting for the spreads. So you've lost at least $1,000 just on that gap. Spreads on top of that, you're probably losing about $1,500 because the spreads were quite wicked as well. This then pulls all the way back, goes into a halt at 22.95. You wouldn't have been able to get out unless you got the stop in place. You're going to get a lot of slippage. So 22.95, under $23, it's halted. It's a long halt, and when it resumes, it's gapped down all the way down to 16.74. So from almost $23 to under $17. That's over $6 drop. Well, I'm pretty sure some people who were chasing this managed to get in on this candle or on this candle, found themselves stuck in that halt and blew up their account because of that gap down. Now, I was waiting for an opportunity. Such a big gap down is usually met with a bounce, a dead cat bounce, or a curl back up. Now, you tend to find that it will either curl back up, meet the resistance that it met before it then pull back down again, or it will close the gap. Now, this was such a big gap, I didn't expect it to close the gap. So I actually expected it to maybe get up to kind of 1850. That's what I was looking for. But we didn't get over to 1850. I was conscious that we had resistance here as well. But as this pulled down, it found a little bit of support around the $15 mark. As it started to make its move back up, as it broke new highs on this candle, I entered the position, and then I put a stop in place. as it started to make a move up, and I got stopped out on this candle, and I made another $5,000 on that. So happy, happy hunting. So almost, well, it's a little over a whole dollar move on just this little bounce. So it was lucrative. Then I tried to trade it short a little bit later, and it just didn't work out for me. Because as it started to pull back here, I thought, okay, it's looking weak. I went and bought some low cakes, and I got 1,000 low cakes. They were like 50 cents a piece, so I got 1,000 low cakes, and I was waiting for the opportunity to short. And the first time I shorted it here, and I got stopped out on the move up there. And then I did short it again later, and as it started to break lows again, as you can see here, started to break lows again, so I was able to short it again there, and I was then able to make some of that back. I got profitable shorting it there, and then as we're coming into the close, and I'm trading this live on in the Discord. I start shorting it here, and I then get stopped out on its way back up, and finished $343 in the hole to the short side. Not too worried about that, based on the fact that I made over $12,000 to the long side. However, that being said, part of me still kind of feeling a little bit of FOMO. What if, what shoulda, woulda, coulda. I put this stop in place here. So as this moved up here, and I took some profits there, and I put a stop in place. I think it was 30 cents stop. It might be 50 cents. It was something along those. It's either 30 or 50 cents. I'll check out the replay that I'll tag on the back of this, and you'll be able to see what it was. But if I hadn't put the stop in place, or if I had cancelled the stop with the gap up, I would have been able to get into this. And because my entry was down here, it wouldn't have hurt me so much to get in this, to get this flush here. So I would have been able to take profits up here, and even if I was caught in this, maybe get out on that. I'm kind of thinking, what if? But in reality, I look back at the trade now. I look back at it. I was probably right. Getting stopped out on this candle probably saved me a whole bunch of heartache, because if I got in this, I probably would have added to the position as well, and then this got caught on that flush. What I'll do is I'll show you just how quick this flush down. I'll tack the trade, and I'll speed it up, and I'll this flush. You'll see exactly how it is, and I'll keep the camera rolling until we get this flush, and you'll see exactly. So it's not really one of those that you can trade. You want to, you think, okay, what if? But if I was still in that, I probably would have taken profits or got stopped out on one of these candles here anyway. Certainly would have got stopped out on this candle. So look, it's a good green day. It's a solid green day, and there were so many stocks that moved today. That in terms of volatility halts across the board, and multiple volatility halts like this one. We saw it yesterday. We're getting quite a bit of volatility back in the market, and when you get that kind of volatility, there's opportunities to make money. So $15,000 in total. Like I say, 12,800 on the main account, and another 2,600 on the small account. Put all that together, and it's almost $15,500 today. So that's a little over 2.5 goal, 2.5 times goal being $6,000. I'm absolutely stoked with that. Any day that you're green is a good day. Any day over goal is a great day. Any day over goal by multiple factors is an amazing day. So not only that, have we had a good solid green day today, and we managed to catch one of those parabolic movers. We are out of drawdown as well. What we're talking about, Tony, what do you mean you're out of drawdown? Well, you may recall, let's go back to let's have a look at it. So you may recall This is my February to date. So you may recall that I had a bit of a drawdown at the end of last week, and it put me down $23,000. I managed to recover some of that, and then a little bit yesterday. I had a small green day yesterday, but we're now out of drawdown as of today. So we're not only just back at the highs here, 56k, we're actually over 60k, 63k. So we've got 3 trading days left, and if you recall, I gave myself a reset goal of 75,000 for February, and I kind of kicked myself last week, at the end of last week, when I had that huge draw, a bit of a small drawdown, and then I topped it off with over $20,000 on the Friday. So I ended up with $33,000 in drawdown at the end of last week. We've recovered that. It's taken us all week, but we've recovered that, and now we're $12,000 away from the revised goal I set for February. So $12,000, bearing in mind that the goal per day is $6,000, so that's 2 days. Tomorrow and Monday gives us another day. If we can get to over $80,000 in February, I'll be absolutely stoked. So let's have a look at the actual statistics, shall we? So $63,000 in profit as it stands right now. The average gain in February is just under $4 now. So we're steadily creeping up. We're not having, we're not doing too badly. It's still a good profitable month. And the risk reward is actually looking a little bit better after the last couple of days. And trade selection accuracy pretty much the same, hasn't moved. I've had three profitable trades against one losing trade today. So a profit factor of 1.6, and not having a bad day. But let's compare that for the year to date, however, and we've got huge difference. So year to date, we're 2,000 away from pro rata goal at the end of February. So I'm not worried about hitting the pro rata goal. I'd like to get, as I say, $75,000-$80,000 by the end of by the end of the month for February. We came into February with a big cushion from January, so we're 238,000 gross profit. I need to be at 240,000 pro rata by the end of February, 120 per goal pro rata on average. I want to be 6,000 average per day. I'm currently averaging 6,800. So that's in line with where I need to be. So everything's looking rosy, everything's looking hunky-dory, and we're on track across the year. So I keep saying, when in doubt, zoom out, and you get a better view of how you're actually tracking it. We're going to have bad days. We're going to have bad weeks. February's been a tough month. It's not a bad month. We're still profitable. We're still healthily profitable, but we're only kind of a little over halfway to the monthly goal, given that we've got 3 days left, trading days left of the month. So we're not having a great February, but I wouldn't say it's a bad February either, because it's profitable. It's a green day. So that's where we're actually at on February. That's where we're at on the year to date. So good trade today. When you get that one, it only takes one stock. I keep saying this, it only takes one stock. When you get that one stock, I didn't need to get, I kept seeing on the scanners, on my watch list, I saw lots of things moving, but when you're in that one stock and it is going parabolic, forget everything else, just concentrate on the trade that you're trading. Once that gets exhausted and there's no more trade to be had, then look for something else, by all means, but only if you have to. If you're over goal, leave it, walk away. That's what I did today. I was over goal, and I went back for a little bit more. I bought some because it looked like it was going to sell off hard. So I bought some borrows and I shorted it. Probably shouldn't have done that. In hindsight, it's cost me $500 for the borrow fees, and it's cost me an additional $350 in losses. So I'm down $850 out of pocket because I got greedy and decided that I wanted to short Ocean Biomedical as well as going long. So don't get greedy. Learn from me. Do as I say, not as I do. Learn from me. and hopefully you'll be able to keep on to your gains. Now, $850 in the grand scheme of things today is on any other given day it might be significant. Today it's not. So we finished the day, as I say, across the board, 2.5 times goal. So I'll take that every day of the week. Tomorrow's Friday, the last day of the week, and we do it again tomorrow. We'll be streaming my trading live 1 hour before the market opens for the final hour of the pre-market session. We'll be trading the first 90 minutes of the regular session after the bell. So 2.5 hours live trading, streaming live. Come join me here, right here. And if you want to be reminded, then make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. And we'll do it all again tomorrow. So that's 8:30 market time, East Coast, New York. It's 1:30 where I'm based in Ireland, same in the UK. Anywhere else, Google is your friend and look it up for yourself, whatever time zone you're in. Before I show you the trade replay on Ocean Biomedical, do me a favor, smack that thumbs up button. Or if you're not happy with what I'm doing, smack the thumbs down button. Drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Was today's trade a good trade? I mean, yes, it's profitable. Was there any areas that you thought I could have done better? Let me know your thoughts. Or if you don't want to drop a comment, come and join the live stream tomorrow, and we'll discuss it in the live chat. I'm happy to do that. Let's build this community, and I'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, enjoy the replay, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Yes, if your broker's trading CFDs, you don't want to be trading. It's a direct market access platform. So CFDs, you're not trading on the stock exchange. You don't ever own the underlying asset. Partial fill. Come on, get the rest. Looking to test the highs. Looking to break this $0.50. Struggling to break this $0.50. 847 is the high on this candle on the 5-minute. No, it's not on eToro. eToro is mostly CFDs, and eToro is not for day trading. You can invest on eToro by all means, but check that you're buying the underlying asset for one, and because very often CFDs. Oh, missed the spike because I was talking. Idiot. Good luck with that Luna trade. Just be careful with it. I've got tweezers up here on the 1-minute and on the 5-minute, so I'm a little bit concerned about this little trade here. I actually missed my exit as it popped up and got to 850, which is what I was looking for. Most brokers will charge a commission of sorts. Come on, Ocean. Still waiting for this $0.50 that I was wanting before. And we got it, but I was too busy gassing. I missed it. It's 40 on the ass, 44. Tell me. 30-cent trailing stop for the remainder. So I've just made $2.5 grand on that one trade. Goal is, well, I've just made 2.5 on the other, so goal now, I don't have to have such a big win on this one. I can have 3.5 on this one. I'm over goal on the day. So what do I trade on? I'm trading, the platform is Dash Trader, the broker is Capital Markets Elite Group. I've now got a trailing stop in place here on this. I can add to this without consequence now, if I don't get stopped out. That's the halt. We've got a stop in place. Oh, false halt. Still trades going through. But we're about to resume here in about 10 seconds. So I'll check that one in a moment for you. Good stuff, Jack. 5x over goal is more than what you can. Right, there's the pullback. Stop tight. There we go. $5 on OCEA. Ah, nice. Ah, nice. So that's Ocean Biomedical. And that's why you put stops in place, because otherwise it pulled all the way back under $9. And we've got that wick up at the top. So let it have its pullback, let it consolidate, and I'll check the GGs for you. So this should resume in the next 10 seconds. Gapped up over 11. Wait for the pullback. Do not chase it. Wait for a pullback. Moved up to 12. 12.10 is the halt level. There's a little one. What did I get in? 12.09, 12.10. Just before the halt level, I got in. I'm just going to see if I can get a trailing stop on that. Just in case it flushes down. Only 2,500 shares, but it looks like it's going to gap up anyway. We'll see. Another halt to the upside. So let's see. 10.10, 10.15, we'll come back and check it. Someone in the chat, remind me to come back and check this at 10.15. So it should resume in the next 5 seconds. There we go. Got stopped out. Oh, it didn't take me over goal. It came back, stopped me out, and went into another hold to the upside. Typical. My stop was too close. 80 cent ATR at the moment. So yeah. With a range of 79 cents, I'm going to be trading a lot smaller. I'm going to size down. Gives me a little bit more risk. Cheers, Ryland. There's the 16. So there's the pullback. Hold you, wait for the pullback. Into a halt. Managed to get some of that. That gives me a cushion. No, you're not gapping up to $20. Tell me you're not gapping up to $20. I'll take that all day. So I need 400 bucks. I just made 600 bucks on that quick scalp. So I'll just talk you through what just happened there, okay? So we were halted here at 13. It closed at 13.64. It resumed. So it resumed at 15.21. So I said 15.50. So give it 15.50. That was the middle of the spread. So it resumed at 15.21. It then pulled back, and that's what I was saying is when it resumes, it gaps up like that. It's going to fill all or part of that gap. The market does not like a gap. It will tend to fill all or part of that gap. So right now, it looks like we're going to get a gap up. It may be wrong. If it does, I'm just going to take the profits. But as it started to pull back, then it started to move back up, and as it broke that profit line, that's just over $15, and then moved back up. That's when I got back in. So new highs. Up you go, and took some profits. Quick scalp. Like, what did I get in at? I got it at 15.44. So I got it almost $1.50 on that move. And I was only in for 1,000 shares. The range is huge. So I've learned from yesterday that when you get a range and volatility like this, you scale back your sizing. You might be missing out on in terms of aggressive nature. You might be missing out on huge moves. But with parabolic like this, you're still going to be able to get good profits on it. Okay. Should resume in the next 10-15 seconds. It's coming back, pulling back a bit. That's why I wanted the stop in place. Gets me over goal. Nice. There we go. I can relax now. So $6,000 plus the $2,500 on the small account. So I've got 6,700 there, and I've got the 2,500 on the small account. So that takes me about 9,000 profits for the day. Into another 15 hold. Whoa. Gap down into a hold down.